Have you ever heard someone say, if a plane door opens mid-flight, everyone will be sucked out instantly? Or maybe, flying is more dangerous than driving? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the biggest aviation myths of all time. And we're busting them wide open. From cockpit secrets, to turbulence fears, to the truth about oxygen masks, you'll never see air travel the same way again. Make sure you stay until the end. Because myth number 1 is so shocking, most passengers still believe it, even though pilots have been laughing about it for decades. Chapter 1. Myth number 10. Airplanes dump toilet waste in the sky. Ah yes, the classic rumor. People swear that those mysterious blue ice chunks that sometimes crash into backyards are from airplane toilets. The truth? Airplane toilets are sealed vacuum systems. Waste is stored in secure tanks until the plane lands, and then it's properly disposed of on the ground. So, no, you're not getting sprinkled on mid-flight. Those rare blue ice cases are actually leaks, not deliberate dumps. Myth busted. But if that's false, what about the oxygen masks? Do they really give you hours of air? Let's find out. Chapter 2. Myth number 9. Oxygen masks provide hours of oxygen. Hollywood loves this one. Characters wearing masks for half the flight. Reality check. Passenger oxygen masks are designed to last about 12 to 15 minutes. Why so short? Because that's all you need. In case of cabin depressurization, pilots immediately dive the plane to a breathable altitude, usually below 10,000 feet. By the time your mask runs out, you'll be safe. So next time the crew says, put on your mask first before helping others. Listen. Those precious minutes matter. Chapter 3. Myth number 8. Turbulence will crash the plane. We've all felt it, that heart-stopping shake mid-flight. Some people think turbulence alone can bring a jetliner down. The truth? Commercial aircraft are built to handle extreme turbulence, far worse than what passengers usually experience. Pilots describe turbulence as uncomfortable, not dangerous. Planes flex, wings bend, and systems adjust. Unless it's paired with severe weather, turbulence is rarely a real threat. So if turbulence won't crash the plane, what about cell phones? Can they? Chapter 4. Myth number 7. Cell phones can bring down a plane. For years, airlines told us to turn off our phones. Many assumed it was because they could interfere with navigation and cause accidents. Reality? Cell phones don't have the power to crash a modern airliner. The real concern was signal interference with radio communications. Imagine dozens of phones trying to connect at once. It caused annoying static for pilots. Today, with better shielding and communication systems, airlines are gradually allowing in-flight Wi-Fi and mobile use. Myth destroyed. Chapter 5. Myth number 6. Airplane doors can open mid-flight. This one's straight out of action movies. Someone dramatically pulling open the cabin door in midair. Impossible. The pressure difference at cruising altitude, around 36,000 feet, makes it physically impossible to open a door. We're talking thousands of pounds of force keeping it shut. Unless you're Superman, those doors are staying locked until the plane is safely on the ground. But what about lightning? Surely that's deadly, right? Let's bust it. Chapter 6. Myth number 5. Lightning strikes will make the plane explode. It sounds terrifying, but the truth is stranger. Planes actually get struck by lightning regularly, about once every 1,000 flight hours. And guess what? Nothing happens. Airplanes are designed with lightning protection. The electrical charge travels through the metal fuselage and safely exits, like a car's Faraday cage. So next time you see a flash outside your window, relax. The plane can handle it. Chapter 7. Myth number 4. Pilots sleep the whole flight. Okay, this one is partly true. On long-haul flights, airlines schedule rest shifts for pilots, with one resting while the other is flying. But no, both pilots aren't snoring while the plane is on autopilot. Regulations require at least one pilot to remain alert and ready at all times. So yes, pilots do nap, but in controlled, safe, and scheduled ways. No need to panic. Chapter 8. Myth number 3. Airplanes fly themselves. Another half-truth. Yes, autopilot handles much of the cruise, but humans are essential. Pilots take off, land, monitor systems, and handle emergencies. Think of autopilot as a sophisticated assistant, not a replacement. Pilots are constantly adjusting, communicating, and planning. Without them, you wouldn't get very far. But what about black boxes? Are they indestructible? Let's find out. Chapter 9. Myth number 2. Black boxes are indestructible. Popular belief says the flight recorder can survive anything. The truth? Black boxes are incredibly tough. They withstand fire, crushing, and deep-sea pressure. But they're not truly indestructible. Extreme crashes or deep ocean recoveries can still damage them. That's why investigators are pushing for real-time data streaming, so crash details aren't lost. Chapter 10. Myth number 1. Flying is more dangerous than driving. This is the biggest myth of all. Many people fear flying more than driving, but statistically, air travel is the safest mode of transportation. According to global aviation data, your odds of dying in a plane crash are about 1 in 11 million. Compare that to a 1 in 5,000 chance in a car accident. In fact, you're more likely to be struck by lightning twice than die in a plane crash. So, the next time you step on a plane, remember, flying is safer than your daily commute. Chapter 11. Why myths persist. So why do these myths survive, even in 2025? Because fear, mystery, and movies make them entertaining. Films exaggerate, news dramatizes, and stories spread. But knowledge is power. And by busting these myths, we can replace fear with fascination. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these myths did you believe before watching? Do you know another myth that deserves to be busted? Drop your answers in the comments. I'll feature the best ones in my next video. From toilet myths to turbulence fears, we've busted the biggest aviation lies that keep travelers awake at night. If you enjoyed this myth-busting journey, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend who's terrified of flying. Because the next time you're on a plane, you'll know the truth, and maybe even laugh at the myths people whisper on board. Until then, fly safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the skies.